Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Control. Last time we left off, we were here in logistics, and I went into like a weird alternate world and things were happening, and it was clocks, and I remember being confused about a puzzle. It was a whole big thing. I also think since last time, news dropped about Remedy, the developers of this particular game, and they got a new CEO, and I'm always like a little suspicious of new CEO announcements because usually it's never a good thing, and considering this person's track record, it doesn't seem like it's a good thing, but we will see. We will see, but I'll be pretty bummed if another pretty cool developer that makes like really neat artistic games is you know, shuffled into the mindless mush of AAA development that is all about metrics and hitting certain milestones. In memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to forces known and unknown for the protection and greater knowledge of all humankind, we honor their sacrifice. The Wall of Honor. These gotta just be developers, right? I feel like they gotta be developers. But yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't affect Remedy in any way, but the person's track record being like a CEO from like... I am paraphrasing here and stuff, so hopefully I don't get anything wrong because I don't want to give any misinformation, so please do look it up yourself if you're interested, but I believe they were a previous CEO of a sports betting site and something with EA. So, you know... not the greatest track record for helming a company like Remedy, I feel. But whatever, you know. You can't get too attached, unfortunately. I whiffed so many of those. You're mine now. I'm just gonna stand over here. There we go. Thanks, my baby. Appreciate your hard work. Ooh, 6? Yeah, I don't have 6. So we're over here now. Oh, you just... Okay, that always shocks me when it happens. It gets me every single time. But yeah, hopefully their development isn't impacted and stuff. But if it is, there's still the old cool stuff here. Alan Wake 2, this, Alan Wake, and I imagine the new Control game probably won't be too affected either, hopefully. I imagine its development is probably pretty close to being finished. I think it comes out like sometime this year. So I'm hoping it's pretty much feature complete and, you know, stupid higher up executives don't do some stupid shit like cram multiplayer in it. We want it to be a live service game. Shit like that. Although I admittedly don't know a ton about the new game. I don't think I know a ton about it. I think the only thing I do know about it is I don't think Jesse is the protag. Which is interesting, because I think I saw... I remember seeing people complaining about that. And being like, we want Jesse or something, but I'm fine with the new protag as well. I do like Jesse, though. Oh. Ow, that hurts. Whoopsie. Didn't miss anything back there, right? I mean, there's a thing, but... Well, clearly we're gonna get level 6 security around here. Well, this place looks great. What in the hell is that? That just looks like a Resident Evil enemy. That looks like something I'd find a note about and be like, yeah, we made the P virus, and this is a piss titan. Or tyrant. Not titan. What the hell are you? They also remind me of husks from, Mass Effect? Oh god, they kind of fall apart. Oh, there's a lot of them. I don't think mine is going to be super useful. You know what? Perfect time for this. Oh. That's satisfying. Oh, that's very satisfying. Jeez, love that for me. Okay, you work for me now, even though you're not going to be crazy useful. Where was I getting shot from, even? Somebody was shooting me. Who was doing that? Hello? Maybe that was just them shooting me. Maybe they have a projectile? I think I saw one of them start to charge up a projectile. But I also still hear the music playing. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Actually. Mold autopsy. The deceased was a something-year-old something with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold, an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why they look like the Last of Us zombies, like clickers and bloaters and stuff. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, or the molded from Resident Evil 7, RE7. God, there's so many at this point. To an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not probably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Okay, we might be dealing with a mold creature. Not what you want to hear. We still need to investigate the safe room. And yeah, there's a bunch of mold here. And that looks how, you know, how the molded look. How, like, you know, clicker stuff looks. Oh, this is where you were hiding. Noted. That's where the final enemy was. I didn't even notice this door back here was open, if I'm going to be quite frank. That box is not having a good time. There's so many physics objects and stuff on display here that are freaking out. Now what? Wow, I really don't like how that light is strobing. Ugh, that hurt my eyes. Let's get away from that. I'm hearing more talking, so we have more floating friends. More friends that have been got by Pennywise. Remote thought. I need like a house memory, don't I? I think that's what I need. Yeah, we're back out here. Okay. Don't really know if this helps me that much currently, but sure. More of this stuff. That requires level 6. I don't have. Ooh, hello. Globe procedures. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous something and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tanrelio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. The effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed. Ooh. So it makes you feel disoriented and, like, depressed when you touch it. But it also seems to fill in things on the map that aren't there, but then you start to question if maybe they are actually there and you just haven't been able to see them this time. And, you know, a lot of weirdness happens with these objects. These altered items and objects of power. Okay, this leads to a different room entirely. The oldest house. Hey, darling.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents
I wanted the subtitles.
The building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and
there's that
investigation,
clip.
the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
That was a weird presentation. It kept having weird cut-ins, and then you kind of ended rather abruptly. There's definitely something to read into with those, with just like a little bit of the weirdness that keeps happening with the presentations, and how Darling always, like, in one way he seems excited, but in other ways he seems like worried slash trying to really speed through these presentations almost. I don't know. It's difficult to describe, but I think we're done there. That was a good one to see. So yeah, once again, the oldest house is, you know, once you know it's there, but everyone outside of it doesn't know. So I imagine the first person saw it, and then everybody else had to kind of be brought into the fold. And then Jesse, we just stumbled upon it because we kind of knew about its existence, mostly because of our friend here. That's the one that led us here, basically. I do want that. How do get in? This how get in. I definitely want to press this because it opens a shortcut. Oh, calm down. It's just me, the director. Get over yourself. Just gonna run through all of these. That's satisfying to do, you know. You always see these in public and you have your intrusive thoughts that are like, I could just run through these. These can't stop me. But you know you shouldn't. Alright, so that's been done. Oh my god, what in the hell is happening there? Oh, that is so weird. If I stand in this particular spot, I'm guessing there's something with this body, or this is like... No. Oh my god, it's like I can't look at this area at all. If I wasn't so sure this was a bug, I would think this was the game doing something funky to mess with me, but no, I'm pretty sure that's a bug. Altered item cell breach?
This is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached.
Oh.
Found him. Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
That's not good. Panopticon cells. Security response. Ooh. That's not great news. That they've potentially gotten to Dylan, who is apparently a prime candidate to be the next director. This would be a very, very powerful Hiss-controlled individual if that is what's happening. I can continue down this way. Do I want / need to? Or was this where I came from? No, this is where I came from. This just leads back to the medical wing. Okay. Still struggling a little bit with the map at times. Don't mind me. That also probably just leads to the medical wing. That's not even a door. Alright, in we go. Time to get back to Ocean View and be confused. Oh my god, hi Dylan. How you doing? Wasn't ready for that. Fine Dylan. Okay, I don't like the idea that our brother is going to be pit against us. Alright, what the hell is going on this time? Oh. That's not what you like to see. Or hear. That's not good at all. Huh. I started a game on stream last night that actually shares a lot of similarities with this, with like the whole idea of there being anomalies that exist out in the world and people are trying to figure out what's up with them. It was really cool. The VOD will probably be up on my archive channel quite soon, but if you like this kind of stuff, it's that, except basically you're sitting on a like computer in 2005 and that's where you're doing all your research. So kind of think like the root trees are dead mixed with this, I suppose, would be my best way to describe it. Oh. Well, that's a wee bit different, isn't it? Okay. Gonna hit it again. What's in this room? Okay, this one's normal. The first one wasn't? Is the third going to be flipped again? No, it's not flipped. But I can examine this? Oh, the painting is flipped, though. That's weird. So one thing was flipped, nothing was flipped. And maybe I just missed the thing that needed to be flipped in there? Oh no, that's just the key. So weird. I guess that was supposed to be like a spot the difference. Like one was normal, one wasn't, and then spot like what didn't flip properly. Basically. Okay. Or this is just way simpler than I'm making it out to be. You're not gonna jump scare me this time, Dylan? Okay. Well, we opened it up.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Hello. You're looking at me weirdly. Hey, Langston. How we doing?
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items,
don't have time for
objects
this.
of power, and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that.
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
For you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
This...
Langston.
immediately did not call you Fred. This is going to be weird.
Stop hits theaters tonight. Can't believe I'm missing an Alex Casey movie for this.
Alex Casey? Why do I feel like I recognize that name? Is that something from Alan Wake too? And as in Alan Wake as well? Thermos. Old Deer Diner coffee thermos. No unique procedures required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Deer Diner. Located in Bright Falls, Washington. This is another name I recognize. Or is that the same one as before? You know what? You know what? I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm looking it up on my phone. I'm gonna ask a small question. where does Alan Wake 1 take place? Bright Falls, Washington. The fictional small town. Okay. Okay. That is apparently where it takes place. And I think this is the diner that you go into. And you have like... I remember you have like a friend in the diner. I don't think I'm getting this confused with one of the Silent Hills. But there's like a little diner and you have like a cop friend that's there. The cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula 116, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered, other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time. It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality, before being poured in. Thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake, outside the town of Bright Falls. I don't remember if that's the lake that Alan stays at, because there's like they have like a little cottage on a lake. That would make sense. Interesting. Outside the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites for a recurring or AWE. See Bright Falls AWE case file for further information. According to witness statements, Alan Wake, see Prime Candidate Program entry for further information, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, has been seen collecting similar thermoses for a purpose. Okay. Confirmation. If I had just read a little bit more into the case file, I would have got confirmation there, but I was tired of seeing Bright Falls and not being sure. Yeah, Alan Wake. Alan Wake, straight up. Which, Alan's whole ability, from as far as I remember from playing Alan Wake 1, was he wrote stories, and then those stories would come true, basically. Like, he was a novelist. And he was also apparently a Prime Candidate entry. Interesting. Because, yeah, like I said, the thing I knew about Remedy games is all of their games take place in, like, the same world and are connected in some way. That's what I've consistently always heard. So... interesting. God, this does make me really interested in playing Alan Wake 2 now, because it got stellar reviews, Alan Wake 2, and I wanted to play it, but I was like, well, I never played Control, so I can't play Alan Wake because I've heard Control leans into it in some ways.
I guess life's a breach, huh?
Okay.
I'm funny.
God, you're such a dork. I'd heard that, yeah, like, Control has a lot to do with Alan Wake 2 as well as Alan Wake 1, which I had played Alan Wake 1, but I had never played Control, so I was like,
Panopticon.
I should probably hold off.
Close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
So it seemed important to play this first, but now that I've played this, I mean, that's on the table, and I'm interested. Because like I said, won all kinds of awards. People were talking about the Sam Lake dance and all of that jazz. So, interesting. Construct charge? Holds up to 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. Oh my. Or I could upgrade... and yeah, both of these use remote thought. So I could upgrade Shatter, or I could get a grenade launcher? The question is, do they explode immediately or not? That's my question. I mean, new gun over old gun upgraded, I think. I don't think that's a crazy take. It's a new toy to play with, so yeah, we're going to go for that. I'm going to be so sad giving up my Shatter here, but I feel like if I have to choose between pure Shatter, yeah, I mean, let's go for it. You have an empty slot. Blast radius? Yeah, sure. Extra blast radius sounds pretty good. Seize speed 70%. Okay. So that's a, wow, that's a huge increase. Yeah, put that on. 70%. Okay, we need to get rid of some of these, though. So let's deconstruct all of my low-level ones. Honestly, yeah, just do a lot of them. And then we're almost maxed on these as well. So let's get rid of some of these. I'm mostly just focusing on the low rarity ones because, like, while they could in some instances be just as good or possibly better than some of the prime ones I have, I'm just like, it's easier for my brain to get through all the garbage if I do it this way. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like a sticky grenade or like a flare gun, basically. Oh my. I might love you. Because the initial projectile does damage too. Oh my god. No, favorite gun. Oh my god, no. What? Why would I ever even want anything else? Hold the phone. We drop Pierce? Well, Pierce may still be better against, like, high HP enemies, but... Oh my god, this gun seems amazing. What? It seems so good. Like, just initially, on an initial look at it with those enemies... That was way better than anything I've used so far. Major targets? Ugh. I mean, I am by a thing. Go to the ritual division? I don't know. I don't want to. Like, I probably need the stuff, especially if I want to make new guns and things, but I just don't wanna. They're just kind of like repeatable missions, basically. And like, maybe I'll regret that at some point, but right now I feel pretty fine. Okay. Let's go, and this thing is always staying out. Is this just the gun? Like, you think about it in a lot of shooters, there's like usually a gun that's like, oh, that's the gun. That's the gun that most people would use. And this just seems crazy. That's like a mailbox? I think we've had a note about a mailbox, haven't we? Or we've heard one referenced. That's like a bread basket. Or like a picnic basket. That is a fan? I don't think we've seen anything about a fan. I mean, I could look through. Is that just a hammer? Just like a toy hammer. Okay, 3 is redacted, apparently. And then this is an elevator that takes me up. Investigate the safe room. In the sealed threshold hall. So I can't get in there yet, so we do actually have to go down this way. So let's go do that. And see what we have. Over here. Up we go. Floor 4?
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
And also, what's going on with Alan Wake and like the prime candidate program there? Because he was apparently a prime candidate as well. This is interesting. This is interesting. Oh, hi. What the hell? I was about to say, that looked really big. But no, it wasn't. We're here. It's just one of the little floaty friends. The best part is this thing destroys their shields too, so I don't even need to use launch on them. Oh. Is there supposed to be something here? Floor 4, Unit 16. Like, I might have a note about that, but... not sure.
Is anyone there?
Oh, there's the fridge. Oh my god, that's the fridge. I remember the fridge. With the notes that are just... yeah.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blazer never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back. I promise.
Okay. Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
That's awful. Fridge duty. Yikes. That's rough. I'm sorry, friends. I'm very sorry. What is this? That looks weird. Okay. Okay. We have a control point we can claim. Let's hit this up. You know what? Why don't we go do that one thing just to end the video, because I don't think I want to do any more right now, but just go ahead and get rid of that. But we can go take care of that. Ritual division. Okay. Fast travel. Research, ritual division. Let's just bang this out real quick. Maybe I'll get something cool for my trouble. Maybe not. We'll see. But I'm like, it's here. I can wrap it up in a few minutes. It'll be fine. Junior agent? Oh god. Okay, you're actually pretty tanky. Okay. Well, I have a quest for killing enemies in the research sector. God, it's very good at just, like, staggering. Like, doing that and launch together is just so good. And it recharges really quickly as well. Like, it's kind of shocking just how quickly. Wow. That was it, huh? Ooh, I got house memories. I needed those. Okay, that was ridiculously easy. Like, ludicrously so. Can I do anything with that? I can upgrade grip. Not that I'm using it right now, so maybe I shouldn't. God, like, charge just seems so good. Like, I think I'm just gonna save up for charge. Really? Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more.